So introducing Toshi, she is head of products at X210X and has been leading initiatives to help companies scale. I'm sure a lot of you would already know what X210X does. So Toshi has been helping a lot of companies scale, especially with their culture metrics and stuff like that. She, of course, was previously VP of products at Locus, and today we'll be talking about customer discovery and market research. Let me tell you that Toshi is a pro. What say kind of makes you wake up every day and still love your job? We'll like to start from that for sure.
First of all, hello everyone. To your question, Smart, I think it is the hunger for problem solving that hasn't died, and that keeps me going every day. So way back in school, I think first time when I came across computer science and started writing programs, I was like, wow, what a precise way of problem solving, right? Taking up a problem and solving it exactly, precisely via some lines of code. Made it into a career, and as a software developer, I sort of realized that yes, you can write precise algorithms and best code possible, but if the people you're making it for can't use it or are not using it in the correct manner or can't find where to click, it's not going to help out. So then again, a problem came up, and then I started learning design, and so again, more problem solving, and my scope of problem solving expanded. Give me one example of a brilliant product innovation that failed spectacularly. Sure.
Priyanka says okay, there are tons of responses, but I'll just try it. Tata Nano, Google Glass, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Twitter.
Google is a good one. Yes. Without even reaching the market appropriately, it failed. So we're going to start with a very, very macro lens, right? And we are going to build a very high level hypothesis as to what are we trying to do, which growth option are we trying to consider. So one way of looking at it is this: at a high level, you have two axes. One is the customer's axis and another is the jobs axis. So either you are building for your existing customers or you're going after new customers. Similarly, you are either solving the jobs that you solve today, same thing that you are doing today, you get better and better at it, or you are expanding your scope to the newer problems. What is a persona and why do we even define personas, right? So that's the first point. Why are we defining personas? What are we trying to do with this? So basic thing is we want to understand the user's motivation completely at a deeper level, right? Let's try to imagine a persona right now. Imagine that you're a PM of a travel app, right? One of the potential personas that can be defined is let's say a girl named Maya. Let's put an image. This one serves well enough, or you can put a girl on a beach image. Then what is a quote that describes Maya uniquely? An example for that would be, take me to undiscovered holiday destinations away from tourist traps. So be very specific that this quote represents your persona well. And there are three parts of this framework. The first is jobs. Next thing we need to get an understanding of is outcomes. People want to get things done faster, better, cheaper, and there are multiple ways that they will measure the goodness of our offering. Until unless you have seen how the end user experience is, you will not know what are your challenges. So you have to go to the end users. The other aspect is our business, and in that space, most important is competitor space. Okay. Again, as usual, we start with why. Why are we doing competitor analysis? It helps you understand your strengths and weaknesses better. What is your unique value proposition? What is it that you are offering that others don't do as well? It also helps you spot market trends. What new technologies are coming in? What are the new incumbents doing right now? How are people getting attracted towards other competitors? What is attracting them as well? You update your table stakes, right? A good example to how to illustrate this is a game of musical chairs. Think about your users as the chairs, and you and your competitors are the players. So when the market is young, there are a lot of chairs out there. The music is playing, and both all of you and your competitors are trying to grab a seat. So if you are nimble and faster than your rivals, you'll get a seat definitely. But when the market is saturated, probably you are entering the room when all the seats are taken up, music has already stopped, and now you need to take a current competitor out of the user's ecosystem. It is going to be difficult. You need to be really strong for this to happen. So you need to pull them out of the chair and sit there yourself. Jump into the, frankly, the consolidation of it all segment. This is where you define your opportunities. This is when you take all this research and sort of say that these are the things that we should be doing. So opportunity is where a job outcome or constraint is underserved. These were the inputs that we had in mind that we need to get while we were defining our user interviews themselves. This is a basis. Selecting an opportunity, again, I think we are getting into the art space now. So you can pick up things that strengthen your core or reposition your core. Generally, in the initial stages of the company, it is advisable that you pick up things that strengthen your core, as in things that enhance your core business and value proposition. Say, taking an example of, say, the Apple ecosystem, every product strengthens other product. My iPhone behaves much better with a watch, or watch behaves much better with an iPhone. The earbuds work seamlessly with an iPhone and a MacBook. One of the simplest criteria that helps me like pick up the relevant ones after a filtered out list comes out is suggested by Gibson Biddle in a DHM framework, right? And he says it very simply: do something that delights customer in margin enhancing, hard to copy ways.
Toshi, maybe you could also have a look at the chat section. Meanwhile, folks loved it, honestly. With that, Toshi, we'd just like to tell you thanks once again. I think we'll spend another 5-10 minutes with our members here, explaining to them about the assignment. But it's been a long, long session for you, and someone just mentioned for 100 straight minutes the same level of energy. Huge kudos to you. I think honestly, we loved it. Smart and me also enjoyed it, and likewise, we've seen a bunch of folks who've said this on the chat section.